another video. It's Wednesday, but the clips you would have just seen actually were filmed on Monday. This is because my intention was to film going through my wardrobe that day. However, I started reading Hooked by Asako Yuzuki, the author of Butter, which I really enjoyed. So I was looking forward to this book and I got hooked myself. It's about a successful woman who becomes obsessed with a lifestyle blogger. It's right on the times in terms of feeling a part of someone's life without actually knowing them and wanting a in real life connection to people. The two main characters are Eriko, a perfectionist who works in fish distribution for Japan, and Shoko, who is the lazy housewife writing a blog about it. Both are complex people. Their social faults are obvious to the reader, but you recognise how difficult it is to make friends, especially in this day and age, and especially as an adult, and the awkward way you can feel when putting yourself out there and admitting that you're lonely. The story keeps you guessing if one of them is going to go into full obsession, and I'm nearly finished. I've just got a few more chapters left. I thought the whole thing was absolutely brilliant. I've thoroughly enjoyed reading it, so would definitely recommend for a lovely, easy summer read. I also finished The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim over the weekend. This is a beautiful story. It uplifts you and makes you excited for the spring and the summer. It renews that sense of the world. If you're needing an uplifting read, this is definitely it. And I've also been listening to You Learn by Living by Eleanor Roosevelt. It is a remarkable reflection on life and the lessons we can still apply in this modern age. I particularly like the idea of instilling peace within ourselves. She taught her son to close his eyes for an hour each day with noise and distractions going on all around them. This was to show inner calm is detaching yourself from distractions around you. I often feel myself on the edge when there's a lot of interruptions and distractions, especially at work when you're just trying to get things done. But life is like that. That is life. And it's down to you to control your emotions. And this was just an exercise in which she taught her son to detach himself from what's going on and just to focus on what he's doing, which is to find inner calm. So it's just a brilliant idea. So that's what I've been reading recently. Today I plan to go through my wardrobe. As you can see, the warmer weather is finally here and it means I can switch over my winter to my summer wardrobe. I may need to buy some more black and white t-shirts because I think they're just so versatile and so easy to wear. So I'll see if I need to update my t-shirts. I also need to do a small food shop and see my mum, so I'll keep you updated throughout my Wednesday off work. Right, I'm ready to begin my wardrobe clear out. I know there's a lot that I need to get rid of. I know that I'm not wearing it. It's not either fitting or it's not flattering, and yeah, I just need to bite the bullet and get rid of it. But yeah, it's quite a bit to go through. So this is my outfit for today. I found these in the wardrobe actually having a look this morning. I know they say over 40 you shouldn't be wearing skinny jeans, but I like them. Anyway, time to get on with the wardrobe. So this is one half of it, and I've got dresses, summer tops, jumper dresses, all mixed up in ones. I'm not quite sure how that has happened, but that is something that needs to be organised. So this is going to become just my winter section, and then on the other side this is going to become my summer section. So I've got trousers, jumpers, shirts, blazers, all sorts. So yeah, it just needs a really good organised. And I think also from that point of view, I've been thinking a lot about reducing how much I own. I just want less, not less choice, but just less things around me, just to use the essentials that I use every single day, and just I just got it into my head, it will just make my life easier. So yeah, I'm just trying to reduce things down to things that I'm absolutely gonna wear and use every day. So yeah, this will be the start of it. Time to clear out. I'm just going to begin by throwing everything out of there and onto the bed. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you what I'm going to listen to. Keep me entertained while I'm trying to reorganise. Last seen in Santorini by Vivian Conroy. I showed that while I was cooking, I was listening to the first one, which was in Provence. These are really nice little murder mysteries and easy listening. So yeah, that'll be a nice thing to listen to while I sort through all of this. Right, so here is the contents of my full wardrobe on the bed. Got an awful lot to sort through. I just know a lot of this can be donated to charity. I'm not going to bother selling it. But yeah, just be more mindful of what I'm buying in the future, I think, not to get it into this sort of state. It's far too many. So yeah, hopefully I'll whittle this down into just stuff that I'll be wearing. I probably won't do it so much for the winter actually, because everything that's in there I'm pretty sure I've worn. But certainly for the summer, I know what I'm going to be gravitating towards to wear. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. Let's begin. So far, this is my winter pile. So these are jumpers that I wear all the time. That's fine, they can be kept. The trousers I'm going to go through separately. I've just tried on this white blazer. It doesn't fit me, but I'm wondering whether if I lose some weight, which I am trying to be careful with my diet, so I might be losing a bit of weight. Will it fit me in a few months' time? I don't know if I'm being overly optimistic, but that is on the maybe pile. This still needs to be gone through. I don't think I like these, so I think these can be donated. But yeah, so far, not a lot going to charity. Do you think this is over the top for work? I'm guessing so, with all the fringe on it. I've never worn it. This is what's so stupid, but I don't want to get rid of it. It's a nice piece. I mean, all in black with just this thrown over the top. For holiday, it's perfect. I don't know why I've never worn it on holiday, but I haven't. But could I make it more versatile and wear it for work as well? I'm not going to put this in my maybe pile. I'm going to keep this definitely. It's just coming up with the right occasion, but also inspiration to wear it. Maybe it's just the confidence as well. It's just the tassels. They're just a bit much. We'll see. I don't know why I bought so many things with tassels on them. I'm not a tassely person. so far that is a definite of everything that's going. I've got a maybe pile over here. This is silly. These trousers do not fit me. I know they don't fit me. But I can remember wearing these to a dinner with my mum and dad, and it was a really happy holiday. And every time I look at them, I'm reminded of that time. And I've got another dress, which is the same. I wore it to their wedding anniversary. I don't think I can fit into it now, nor would there be any occasion for me to wear it, but I can't let it go. So I don't know, is it silly? Should I just let these go? These I need to try on because I don't know whether I like them on me or not. I know they fit, but I don't think they flatter all that much. So that's another decision. This is another stupid thing. This dress. So I have kept this in my wardrobe for years. I am talking years and years and years, all because it looks 60 in style. And I've always thought if I ever get invited to a 60s party, I know exactly what to wear. I have never been invited to a 60s themed party, so I think it's time I just get rid of it. But I've never worn it. How sad is that? And I've just kept it in my wardrobe all this time. And then this dress is just, again, it fits me, but I don't know whether it flatters me. It's a little bit short now. I think it just shrunk a little bit in the wash, so I might try that on. So yeah, just still got mounds of clothes, and I've still got the trousers to sort out. There's a few more that can go from there, but yeah, just working my way through it all. So the summer dresses are now sorted, and I feel a lot clearer in my head about what I've got to wear this spring summer. I've started some winter jumpers at the end. However, there isn't a lot of space left. I've got a lot of winter jumpers, so I don't know whether to clear a little bit of space on the top shelf over there and make space for my winter jumpers, and then leave a little bit of extra space in the wardrobe so the clothes aren't creasing, or do I just cram it all in? I think we know the sensible answer, but it's whether I can be bothered. I will clear a space on the shelf. Okay, so it's now completed. I managed to go through the trousers and got rid of a lot. However, there are still a few pairs in there which I don't feel comfortable wearing. No, it's not that. They just don't look as good as I would like them to look. So if I don't wear them this summer, then they can go. When I do my clear out for the winter changeover, as it happens, I have managed to get rid of quite a few things. Got a nice pile there that can be donated to charity. Ideally, I'll come a time where I'm not contributing to the massives of clothes which are donated every year. My summer wardrobe is done. I put back some of the lighter jumpers rather than put them up the top because just to save a bit more space, and there was a lot of space in this side of the wardrobe, so that would be perfect. And then on the other side, there just seems to be a lot more looseness to it. It's not as tight as it was before. Got all my summer dresses, this part, evening dresses, this part, and then winter dresses that side. So yes, a job well done. I do have hangers now, so my mission is not to say, oh, I've got loads of hangers. It means I've got space in my wardrobe, because as you can see, I do not. What am I going to do with all of these hangers? Maybe they can be donated to the charity as well. I'll give them to a charity shop though, rather than a charity bin. Right, I am now on my way out to see my mum. So I'm quite proud of myself that I've managed to get all of that done, and I'm looking a bit hot. I'm feeling it. So I just need to get rid of these hangers and then I can get on with the rest of my day. Just seen my mum and now I am off to do a food shop for myself. I know I also need petrol, but I keep putting it off thinking the price will fall in a few weeks' time. I think that's just wishful thinking, so I might stop by the petrol station and pick up some petrol as well. And then I'll be back in my little flat for the rest of the afternoon, which I'm so looking forward to. I've got some writing to do, so I will be getting on with that. But yeah, just having the afternoon to myself, it's such a blessing. I'm so looking forward to it. And the weather is so lovely. It's just the right temperature. It has got a bit of a breeze to it, but oh, it's just lovely to see the sun shining. I'll show you what I'm looking at currently. It's just gorgeous. Right, I am back from shopping. I managed to get some petrol. However, some of the petrol pumps were out of order, so they've run out basically. And the guy that was parked in front of me at the working one went into the petrol station shop and then just proceeded to stay there. So it was like 10 minutes. I couldn't use the one I was at because it was out of order. And I'm waiting there. And then I recognise him. I'm like, oh, I know him. And he's a really nice guy. So I was like, I can't get angry with him. But anyway, the woman on the other side of the court drove off. So I just drove into her space. Thankfully, it wasn't busy. And I managed to fill up with petrol. So I'm glad I did that. I've now got a full tank. Hopefully that will last me for a little while. And then I did my shopping, so I'll just go through what I bought. Went to Sainsbury's. So in Sainsbury's they do a deal for 3 of these little lunch things for £8. So I got the couscous that I like, some red pepper hummus, and some of these sweet potato, what are they? Sweet potato falafels made with chickpeas, carrots and lemon zest. I really like these. So that'll be my lunch for today. Obviously I won't be eating it all, just a snack, but yeah. I'll have the hummus just as like a little extra. I don't normally have the hummus. That's the receipt, just in case I get accused of stealing. Oats for my breakfast. Chia seeds. I got some cottage cheese. I've never had this before. I know it's like the trend everywhere. But I thought I'd make myself a broccoli quiche because I've got a quiche today, but it's store-bought. And I think it'd just be nicer if I did my own one. So I bought some cottage cheese, some pastry, which just got a bit dented. Oh, I've got an avocado as well to go with my little mixture of salad today. Frozen broccoli, that can go straight in the freezer. I also love cabbage pickled in vinegar. Although this one, it says it's pickled in sweet and mild vinegar with sugar and sweetener. That's not so good. Maybe I could make my own. But anyway, I do love this. And again, just have it with the couscous and the falafels. I also got some orange juice, which I'll probably have a little glass of now. Milk. I'm going to make more of those fruit crunchy bars because I've still got leftover nuts and fruit and Rice Krispies for that matter, but I think I'm going to go dark chocolate and then just drizzle some white chocolate over the top. So I'm going to hopefully do that at some point. And I also bought some strawberries just because they're in season now and they look beautiful. I've got some yogurt in the fridge, so that could be like a little after dinner dessert, some yogurt and some strawberries with a bit of honey or something. Wonderful. So yeah, that is my food shop all done. The only thing is that I still haven't eaten lunch, and I'm now eating into my writing time. So I don't know if I'm going to get any writing done today, which is disappointing, but I've got a lovely lunch to look forward to. I'm just cooking up my quiche, which is currently in the oven, and then I'll show you my lunch. I should be able to get in a few hours of writing after that, and then I've just got dinner to make. And this is my lunch. I've got the cabbage, the couscous, the hummus. This is a goat's cheese and caramelised onion quiche. And then I've got a couple of the sweet potato falafels. So I'm going to enjoy that. And I'm watching Karem on Apple TV. Karem is a cook. He works his way up through the ranks and becomes this famous royal chef. Well, he starts off his career, I think, with Talleyrand, who is a diplomat in Napoleon's government. Then he goes on to the courts of Europe to cook for them. I don't know how historically accurate this series is. It's based on a book by Ian Kelly. But I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. I love anything to do with food history, anything to do with documenting cookery writers and influences around our food, because for some reason I just find it very interesting. So yeah, if you also find food history interesting, I would definitely recommend this series. I'm really enjoying it. I'm now going to enjoy my plate of food and my TV program, and I will see you later. Lunch is done. That was delicious. I'm now going to do some writing. I am back to my notepad again, but not because I'm writing the entire novel out. Instead, this is where I do the plotting. The first chunk of the novel is now written down, so I'm now plotting the second half of the book, really the middle part of the novel. I'd just like to get a clear path in my head as to where the story is going to go. I've got a rough idea, but it's now like actually doing the chapters in stages, so I know A leads to B, B leads to C, etc, etc. So I've done the first part of the book. I'm now like into the middle part where everything happens. I'm still trying to get like a big plot twist involved in it all. I've got lots of subplots going on, but it's that main thread that I think will keep the reader interested, so I need to throw something in there that is going to be like, wait, what? So I'm still toying with different ideas, playing around with different characters and how to bring that about. Because ultimately, I don't know whether this is going to be 3 books. I always plan to do 3 books with this one character. But now I'm thinking it may go on to a 4th, it may go on to a 5th. So I don't really want to close anything off. But it just means that those subplots have to run through the whole series. I'm not including the subplots in the interest for the reader. I want, if you were to pick it up as a book, you could pick it up anywhere, and the main story is not about knowing completely what happened in the first book, because obviously bits of the first book gets repeated anyway through the interactions with the characters who already know each other. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, is just work out a few ideas. It's coming up to 2:45. Hopefully I'll spend about an hour doing this. I'm just about to make a start on dinner. It's just a bolognese, nothing special. So I'm going to just throw in my ingredients. Got my mincemeat, mushrooms, carrots, got some onion, I think there's spring onions in there. Finish off my garlic paste. tomato puree. I think I've got a can of tomatoes which I'm going to use. Last night I just fried up some chicken and I used some peri-peri seasoning. So delicious, and just the right amount of heat for me, so I might throw a bit of that in as well for an extra bit of flavour. Just thinking about my breakfast for tomorrow, and I don't think I fancy porridge because the weather is getting warmer and I just don't want a hot breakfast. So with my chia seeds, I thought I might try and make a strawberry chia seed pudding sort of thing. I don't know whether to add some oats into it as well. I might just have a quick look at some recipes online. Okay, I've got some of the strawberries here, which I'm just going to crush and make them as liquid as possible. I'm just going to do that with a fork. So that is my strawberries pulped as best as possible. They're actually quite a bit firmer than I thought they were going to be. But I'm going to add some chia seeds, yogurt, a bit of milk. So that's 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Mix that all in. A good tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of yogurt. And I'm just going to add a touch of milk to it because I'm pretty sure the chia seeds swell up a little bit. So just a dash of milk, like it in the morning. And I'm not going to add the oats into it because I think it's thick enough already, and it's already, the chia seeds are starting to absorb the liquid. So I think I'll just leave it as it is and hopefully it'll taste good tomorrow morning. So here's the pudding I made last night. It is set. Oh, it looks nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Does need something sweet in there, and actually I wish I put in the oats now as well, but it is nice. I need to add a bit of honey, but I'm going to enjoy that now and then get ready for work. I am ready for work. This is my outfit for today. Just wanted to say thank you so much for spending my day off work. I managed to get quite a few things done, which was really good. It's always nice to feel proactive on a day off. So yeah, I was really pleased with how much I got done yesterday. And now it's back to the daily grind, back to work. So I will see you next week. Hope you have a lovely week ahead and take care. Goodbye.